All praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and all the Akim out there that he pushing his truth with nothing with sincerity in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Started off from the tribe of Judah all the way down to Issachar. I'm the brother Markabdo, and today, the topic's on here on the screen as you can see. And because I titled it Job to Job, the carnal job, because this is like a little testimony, and and then it says number one job, serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, so that's the number one job though, that gotta serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It no matter if you're have a job, if you're out working out there in the weather conditions, if you're working outside though, or you're working behind the desk though, well, you know what I mean? Yeah, behind the desk though. It don't matter though, but you gotta serve the number one job though. The job is serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because that is the number one job though. Because you see everything what's happening right now. You see everything that's happening right now, from the hurricanes to the there's not even no more rumors of war, because rumor, Pastor Gabar went into that word rumor, goes back to noise, and over there in Israel, you see what's been happening out there though, so the thing about it though is that's happening. The earthquakes, we just had not too long ago had an earthquake over here in this place called Avenel, and like, I'm saying though, the MOTB, being pushed more to digital currency, the violence that's happening here because the Venezuelan gangs and shit, and so far, man. And then you got the fruity cakes though too, they be out there too a lot, So all these things happening though, man. You can see that this place is going down, man. Like it's going down. So right now, if you're an Ibad, which is a servant of Yahweh Shemel Shai, right now is put in overtime though, you're gonna put that OT because everything that's happening right now. You know what I'm saying though? There's too many false prophets out there, man. There's more false prophets than real prophets, man. So that's the thing about it though. So like going back to what this though, what the topic that I'm gonna talk about is says right here, job to job, carnal job though. So I don't want to talk so much though. I'll get the precepts at the end though. But the thing is though is when I came into the truth though, back in 2020 though, because the Octo Amawan, he had told me about the truth though. Like he presented to me back in 2019, I believe, and I wasn't yet grip to the truth though. So then I had a job, man, back in 2020 though, and it was like a cleaning job. It was a cleaning job, and so when the pandemic happened, the C-19, that was my seal. That was definitely my seal of coming into the truth though, because never have I experienced anything in my life like that. It was just different. So I was like, man, like this is different though. And then that's when I started coming into, that was my seal. Literally, that was my seal. I was like, yeah, you know what? That's when I want to know about the Bible more though, And me and the Akim, we were just talking about that in Canto. We had Canto. And we were just talking, I was just, telling him about that, So the thing about it though is that, yeah, I had this job though. And I remember, I was like, damn, I panicked though. And I messaged Amawan, and I was just like, shit, I ain't gonna lie, because I was scared though. This is before I came into the truth though. So I was thinking more carnal than spiritual, But the thing about it though is it was just that someone got it in the place that I worked at, and I cleaned those. So I'll be up in them, offices and everywhere in the building though. So one dude got it though, so I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna avoid. It was just that bad that I was trying to avoid that nigga, not for me to get sick. So I was like, man, I'm out. I'm out. Shit, nigga got it. And the thing about it though is, at that time, I was thinking more of, I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking more of my son though, because my son didn't have the best health back when he was younger. He was always getting sick though, and he came out premature though, but he was healthy though. He was healthy, but his immune system wasn't like the strongest though. So he kept getting sick, man. And so to me it was like, damn, like, if I get sick, and then what if I get him sick, and this is killing people, I guess. So I was thinking more cardinal than spiritually. So I was like, nah. So then that was my what would you want to say, my calling into the truth though. So anyways, left that job, right? But I was able to get the C19 package though. Rent went low. I forgot how much I was getting though every week or 2 weeks though, but it was a lot. That's when the packages came out though. We were living pretty good though. I was even thinking back then, man, it was the best decision I made though, because I didn't have to work though, and my rent went low. you know. So, but it happened all beautiful. It happened all beautiful because the thing about it though is, it happened all beautiful because, see, now I didn't have to really focus on work though, because now I was on unemployment though. I had the C19 package coming in, so that's when I had extra time. So that's when I started going out to where my aunt lives, up in Hanford though. So that's when, man, like, I had enough time in my hands, so I was able to watch brothers' videos, go once a week to the Ak out there in Hanford though, have the sit downs. He was teaching me about, any topic I asked him though, and he'll jump on it, you know? Because I remember I had extra time on my hands though, so I was able to go out there and just learn, you know? And I had the videos, I was watching on YouTube. The brother, sent me a link to another brother and things like that, man. So I was like, man, I was learning. So all that year, within that year, it was a beautiful time though, because that's when I was into the true, like, learning more about the truth though. So I had extra time in my hands though. So once a week though, I would go out there with the Octo to Hanford, and I'll have sit downs though, and the brother would teach me though. So just things like that, man. So then after that, I mean, reality was reality though. So I was like, well, I have to get back to work. So the whole thing happened, the shortages, in reality, the people made shortages. It wasn't never short on toilet paper. Like, the majority of toilet paper gets made here in America. Like, people were just stupid. It wasn't that there was shortage on things. It's just that the people themselves made shortages here. So we seen all that. So then I started getting spiritually stronger though. So I remember I had got a different job in the solar panels though, but it was out there anymore, and I only did that for a couple months though, because I was carpooling with my woman's cousin though, but I just didn't want to go out there, man. And 144, and it wasn't really worth it though. The shit that we were doing, it wasn't really worth it. So then I wanted to get something closer. So this is by like May, yeah, it was like a year after though. So this was like 2021 in May. I see my cousin. I haven't seen my cousin in like quite a while. I hang out with him, and he was telling me how he's working at a job, which was closer to where we live, in Kalinga. So then he had told me about it, and his boss was right there, one of the supervisors, and he told me, "Yeah, I'll get you a job, man. Shit, don't trip." To this day, the supervisor is cool, man. You know what I mean? The supervisor is cool, man. And yeah, the supervisor got me in though right away. So then I started working right there. Yeah, like probably like 15 minutes away from where I lived, which was better than going out there to Lemoore. So I started doing that job though, and it was a seasonal job. It was a seasonal job. So I just started doing that job, and it was perfect for me because we started in May. and it was Monday through Thursday, and Monday through Thursday. So then it was perfect for me though. I was like, all right, man, work like 10 hours. You know what I mean? But it was perfect. So, anyways, so May, June. So I did a couple months though, right? And then in the time of July, they were saying, okay, now, guys, you're gonna work every day. And I was like, man, how? Like, man, like what? I didn't know this though. I didn't know this. If my cousin back then would have told me, hey, bro, we're gonna work every day in the month of July, I would never took that job though. So I was like, what the hell? And then it was just perfect because um the other Kawak had told brother Amawan, and he said that come out here to camp already though, you know. And I believe by that time they did it on Saturday. So I was like, you know what? I was like, and I knew in my spirit, I knew though, hey man, brothers already, because I already by that time I already had made a YouTube channel, which is the one I use now. And he had told me like, hey, tell the brother to come out and camp though. And I remember I talked to the brother Mawan, and I believe it was one of the sit downs we had, which was on Thursdays. And Mawan had told me though, like, yeah, it's fine, man. You could be in the back, get reading some precepts. And I told the brother like, yeah, I'm down, man. Like, yeah, it's fine with me though. Just being out there in camp though. I could read your brother's precepts and things like that. He's like, yeah, you could be behind the camera, and that's how I started. I literally started like that, like behind the camera. I was like, I'm okay with that. So then that means I couldn't do the job though, right? Because we had to start working every day. So I had to choose between, and that's the thing, man. Like, I mean, from one job to another job though, man. It's tiring though. I ain't gonna lie. It's tiring though. I don't even know how many jobs though I went through, you know? And this is like I said, I get the precepts, but this is like a little testimony I'm saying though. But in my spirit, I always knew serving Yahweh Shema Shai is the true job though. So, anyways, I was like, well, I can't work every day. So then I had to leave that job, I'm not gonna work at a job every day, man. The body needs rest though. And the shit that we were doing there, trust me, we needed at least 2 days though. But they wanted to work us as dogs. Even at that too, I was like, nah, fuck that, man. So I left that job. And then so yeah, man. So I had to leave that job. I think I had to get like an unemployment or something to do with that. I got on unemployment. So I was quite on unemployment for a while, I believe though. So anyways, then I think I got on Cash Aid too, I believe. Yeah, I got on Cash Aid. Kind of worked in the field for a little bit though. But the thing is though is that, even with Cash Aid, man, like, we're struggling still financially though. But I always try to make it to camp though, you know? So then, like I said, again, I know it was time ready for me to look for another job. And I went and I found a job though, a cleaning one. So I said, okay, that's fine, I got experience in cleaning though. So I got that job. And then next thing you know, they hit me with the mandatory juice that you had to get. I said, what? I had to get this? Like, yeah, it means mandatory though. If not, you can't keep your job. So you know what the hell I said? I wasn't even in there like 2 months, 3 months. I said, nah, I'm out. I ain't gonna get in this jump shot. I'm out. So that was another job I had to leave and shit, man. You see what I'm saying though? So I wasn't gonna get it, man. So then afterwards though, I forgot what happened after that. I believe then I had a good job here in Kalinga in town. And man, it was a good job. I ain't gonna lie, I liked that job because I was off even Thursdays, so I was out there to be able to camp with the Akiam. And then yeah, so it was good, ran, for another year. And then they had to lay me off though. So then I have the one right now, this job right now. And then it's like, man, The beginning, it was fine, though, the one I have now, but then it was just, man, oppression is a motherfucker, man, especially when it comes from your people. Oppression, though, you know? So it's like, man. But, it's, you know, in this job, I'm working out conditions, though, you know, weather conditions, though. So it's just like, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it, though. But I'm still working and going to camp doing the work of Yahweh Shimon Shai, which is the number one job, though, you know? So if you want to talk about having job to job to job, man, that's part of the affliction that comes with, though, you know? Trust me, I'll be tired, though. I'll be tired, though, but you got to do the work, though, you know? Because at the end of the day, we probably end up being homeless, though, man. And that's just the way it is. Because look at the times we're coming in, though, you know? So this is 1 Corinthians 7 and I don't know why I didn't go 31. It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passes away. Yeah, you know, we're just using the world, man. We're not abusing it because we know this world captivates you to thinking it's all about this world, though. But it's not, you know? So you're somebody that, hey, man, getting food stamps or on Section 8 or, you know, even on WIC, though, you're using it, but you're not, you know, abusing it, though. You know, you're abusing it is that you're putting your job over this ministry. You know what I'm saying? You know, your woman, man. Your woman, you know, putting too much of your woman is getting in the way of the ministry. You know what I'm saying? Because she's also a fashion that of the world that passes away. Because she could be with you today, but she could be gone the next week. You never know. You know what I mean, though? And that's the thing about it, though. Because I just read, you know, in the book of Luke, though, it says love. Children. I literally just read this in the book of Luke, though. It says, man, what was it though, man? I know it talked about pick up the cross, the next precept. It was the precept before that, though, I believe. And I know I just literally read it though in the book of Luke. I don't know why the hell is this acting up. Salakia. So you're telling me pickup is not? Damn, Salakia. Okay, we'll read it. We'll get it on Matthew 10 and 37 though, because look at Matthew 10 and 37. It says, "He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me, and he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me." Yeah, man, and that's the thing, man. You pick up the cross. That means you're gonna put the ministry and His word before your family, though. You know what I mean? Because you're not worthy of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So your woman is something to do with the world that you know is a fashion that passes away, though, man. You know, because that's the thing about it, though. It's gonna be hard in this being in the truth is hard, though, man. It's not an easy walk in the park type, you know. So that's the thing about it, though, man. So if you're over here up in your woman's ass, though, and guess what, though, man? guess what? The word, you know what I mean? You're not the electo. Straight up, you're not the electo. You know. So this is Matthew 3:2. It says, saying, "Repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. For this is he that was spoken of by the prophet Isaiah, saying, the voice of the one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make it his path straight." You know. So this isn't the one actually I was looking for. So like, yeah, you get this one. 2 Ezra 16:39. It says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. So everything that's spoken of in the scriptures is coming to pass. Like literally, read Matthew's 24th chapter. Everything that Yahweh Shai prophesied about though is happening literally right now in 4K. And it says, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And that's what's going on over there in Israel with them people. Israelites here in America, man. All on drugs, homeless, this whole gang shit, drill music though, killing one another, ops and shit. It's fucking ridiculous, man. It says 40, it says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." Because that's the thing about it, man. It's gonna come to a place where it's gonna get bad though, man. It's gonna get fucking bad though. But keeping the truth though, to the best of your ability though, man, that's what really matters though. And this is your job though. You know what I mean? Because the prophets from back then, which is our ancestors, went through it though, man. So what makes you think that you're not gonna go through it though? You know? Because that's the thing about it, man. If you're someone that's trying to build a career in your job right now, bro, like America's done, man. You know, the missile's gonna come and hit. So all that time that you're trying to make a career out of the job though in your plantation, your ass probably could get laid off like nothing. Trust me, I know about getting laid off and having different jobs though, man. So let's say you at a company working there for 15 to 20 years and your ass just gets laid off. See, they don't give a fuck about you, man. Like that Jake though that worked at Burger King for 20 years, I believe. It was 20 years. Never called off. And all they gave him was like a bag or something of I don't even know what. So I believe it was his niece made him a what's that called, where they put money in though. I forgot what it was called though. Where you could donate money to, and he actually got a lot of money though, man. You know what I'm saying though? So this world doesn't give a fuck about you. You know? So like I said, if we, as prophets, we know that we could be homeless tomorrow. We know this. But we know even if we homeless or something happens where we got to move into another relative's house, hey man, we got to keep the as long as the internet works though, as long as we're able to come out in the streets though, we going to do what we have to do though, man. You know what I'm saying though? So spiritually, we got to be like pilgrims, man, because we probably end up being like pilgrims and literally not having somewhere to stay at. You know what I'm saying though? So in perfect timing though, Matthew 8:18 it says, now when Yahushua saw great multitudes about him, he gave commandment to depart into the other side. And a certain scribe came and said unto him, Master, I will follow thee wheresoever thou goes. And Yahushua said unto him, the foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man had not where to lay his head. See? So it was like he was homeless. And another of his disciples said unto him, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. But Yahushua said unto him, follow me and let the dead bury their dead. You know? So it ain't no time for, I got to do this or I got to do that. Nah, man, it ain't no time for that, man. So things like that is things of the world, though. You know what I mean? So we let the dead bury the dead. It's like, when you're spiritually dead, man. You don't got this light, though. It's like you're not going to be hanging out with your old gang. Let's say if you used to gangbang, you got out of that, you came into the truth though, you're not gonna start going back to that shit, man. Hanging out with your old gang. Let the dead bury the dead, man. They spiritually dead. So why the fuck will you even be around them niggas still? You know what I mean? The first priority is, doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know? Because we're compelled. Because, what's it say? Compelled. I know it's in the book of, I think it's Luke 14. I'm not sure, though. Oh, yeah, right here. Luke 14 and 23, it says, and the Lord said unto the servant, which we are the servant, go out in the highways and hedges, which we do, week in, week out, and compel them to come in that my house may be filled. See? And that's the thing about it, though. So we're compelled to go out there, man, and speak and talk to the elect, though, that's out there. Because there's going to be the kingdom, though, man. Because it says, for I say unto you that none of these men which abide shall taste of my supper. Supping with Yahweh Shai. Because, when he comes, which is going to be the wedding, is the salvation of the elect, though. Because, when we're known as the bride, though. And the bridegroom is Yahweh Shai, him coming, though. And the wedding is going to be when him comes and select his elect, though, man. So if you're the elect, though, no matter what, you're gonna be out there in the highways and hedges, though, man, compelling the elect. You see. So this is 1 Kings 18:2. It says, and Elijah went to show himself unto Ahab, and there was a sore famine in Samaria. And Ahab called Obadiah, which was the governor of his house. Now Obadiah feared the Most High greatly. For it was so when Jezebel cut off the prophets of the Most High, that Obadiah took 100 prophets and hid them 50 in the cave and fed them with bread and water. See, even prophets from back then, they were going through it. What makes you think that if you're the elect, you're not going to go through it, man? So you see, things like that happen, though. It's going to happen, bro. You know what I mean? It talks about you're probably going to have to run to the wilderness in the book of 2nd Esdras. You know what I'm saying, though? We're just going to have to hide, though, man. But the thing is, the number one thing is, the number one job is serving Yahweh Hashem Shai, the best of your ability, man. Fuck the plantation. Fuck this carnal jobs, man. I'm not saying quit your job right now. I'm not saying none of that, though. You know what I'm saying, though? I'm not saying none of that, though. But keep the serving Yahweh Hashem Shai as your number one job, man. I'm not trying to sit here and exalt myself or anything like that, man. I'm just talking through my testimony, through my experience, man. Because it sucked, though. I'll tell you straight up, that shit did suck. Had to quit a job, had to leave a job, and then, you know what I mean, though, and then had to look for another one, and being on unemployment, it was a hassle, man. It really was. Going through it, man, But it made me stronger, though, man, to realize that a plantation job could just come and go, man. And the number one job is serving Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. So with that, hopefully it was edifying. Until the next one I say, Shalom.